few lower 90s for the most part in the upstate, and a light breeze out of the northeast. As far as the mountains are concerned, you'll be looking at a few mid-80s. Some of the higher elevations and some of the more northern locales will likely stay in maybe some upper 70s to around 80 or so. Let's go ahead and take a look at the larger view across the southeast over the next 24 hours. Still some relatively hot weather in place across the south, but there's a cold front to the northwest. This is headed our way. We're going to spend the day tomorrow out ahead of this front, which means we're still going to see another day that could have our temperatures near 90. But some milder air is going to come in after that and take our temperatures down a notch as we head through the weekend. Of course, in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, we're paying a very close eye on the tropics and several areas of disturbed weather. 2 tropical depressions out there right now. One of them is named Lee. That's located right here. It's expected to lift to the north and not do anything to anybody. A new one's just developed, Tropical Depression 14. This could become a tropical storm as it heads in the general direction of Bermuda. We will watch that carefully. Those are the only 2 storms of any consequence out there right now. But there are some other areas of low pressure that we are watching carefully. The next couple of weeks represents the peak of hurricane season. After that, we start the downhill slide. Our temperatures will start a downhill slide later on, though, but 89 to close to 90 the next couple days, upper 80s Saturday, a lot of sunshine, mid-80s Sunday, lower 80s by Labor Day. We look dry through the next 7 days. For the mountains, mid-80s the next couple days, lows in the upper 50s, and once that cold front comes through, temperatures drop into the 70s Sunday, Monday. Look at those lows, some low to mid-50s by Monday morning. Fred?
Thanks, Dan. And the weekend is nearly here. We've got some ideas for you from the Herald-Journal. Once again, entertainment editor Jose Franco is here with a look ahead into this week's edition of Escape. Hi, Jose.
Hi, Fred.
Good to see you again. And if I'm thinking about apples this weekend, there is only one place to go, correct?
That's correct. This weekend is the North Carolina Apple Festival, the 59th anniversary of the festival, and everything you can imagine is going to be there. As you can see, there's lots of great food and kids' activities and sports activities and music, arts and crafts, a gem and mineral show. So everything, 4 days through the Labor Day weekend, every day starting at 10 a.m. And look at all those great apples.
It looks great and already delicious right there. Okay, let's talk about the movies getting ready for this weekend.
Okay.
This is the one holiday that doesn't really have Hollywood rushing out any blockbusters.
No, that's right. Well, we do have this, The Constant Gardener, with Ray Fiennes and Rachel Weisz, and it's getting a lot of Oscar buzz. And this is based on a John le Carre novel, and Rachel Weisz is wonderful in this movie, and so is Ray Fiennes, and they're both getting a lot of Oscar buzz. And he's sort of in search of the people who murdered his wife, and so it's a thriller, but it's got great acting performances and great cinematography, and it's shot in Kenya, and it's a beautiful film.
And we should probably be maybe looking for more movies like this because your big Oscar contenders start to come out in the fall.
Right. A lot of fall movies are coming out, a lot of big Oscar contenders, and you'll be looking for that probably next week in the Life section. We'll be talking more about fall movies.
That sounds great. Okay, let's close it out with a little bit of music. There's a new CD out there you're interested in.
That's right. Kanye West has a new CD, and as you can see there, he is at the MTV Music Awards, and it's one of the most anticipated CDs of the year. And it's a sophomore album, and he's sort of stepping it up a bit and doing a little bit different things like collaborations with Adam Levine, Maroon 5, and Jay-Z, and also Jamie Foxx, Oscar winner Jamie Foxx.
Wow, that's a great group of collection right there. Jose, thanks for being with us once again.
You're welcome.
And keep in mind you can read all about this and more in tomorrow's edition of Escape. You'll find it in the Friday edition of the Herald-Journal. And our Caring for the Carolinas phone lines remain open. If you want to make a contribution to help with the relief effort along the Gulf Coast, call 888-777-7556. We'll check in with Jack and Carrie when we come back.
The next survivor will take you deep into the Guatemalan jungle. 16 new castaways will face their toughest challenge right from the start. And if you're expecting a big twist, there won't be one. This time, there'll be 2.
Oh my God!
And if we told you what they were, we'd have to sacrifice you to the Mayan gods. Survivor Guatemala begins Thursday, September 15th, only on CBS.
If you have trouble getting around, this message is for you. Regain your mobility now with a new power wheelchair, and you may pay next to nothing. That's right, Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance may pay for qualified individuals to receive a power chair at little or no cost. Call now for complete details and for a free in-home demonstration. Plus, we'll introduce you to the area's largest selection of new power wheelchairs. Don't sit around, get around. Regain your mobility now, and you may pay next to nothing. Call now and get moving.
When I was small, this is what I had to ride in. If we were kids again, what would we want to ride in?
The all-new Dodge and Chrysler minivans? I love this new van, and these stow-and-go seats will be great for Dino. The awesome new Dodge Durango with the Hemi. Get that thing out of the way. I can't see the movie. Or you can put your whole gang in the all-new Chrysler Pacifica. Hey, kids, tell your mom and dad to bring you down to see old Timmy down at Union Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
It's time to go see Tim.
Brian Ramey.
If you've been seriously hurt, you best not count on an insurance company to take care of you. Remember, it's the agent's job to take your money and the adjuster's job to keep it. I'm Brian Ramey, and I'm proud to be a trial lawyer. Let us help you win your case.
Brian Ramey takes care of your case so you can take care of.
Call Brian Ramey in Greenville 295-0000, in Spartanburg 597-0000.
One taste of Mayfield milk and it hits you. All milks aren't the same. Only Mayfield has the great taste milk lovers can't resist. Taste it and you'll see. There's milk, then there's Mayfield.
Woo!
News Channel 7 is brought to you by Mayfield.
Let's check back in again with Jack and Carrie and see where our total is now to get help on the way to the victims of Hurricane Katrina.
Well, Fred, the phones, you can hear them. They just keep ringing off the hook. And, Jack, I think we have a new total now, don't we?
We do. $359,418. That's a lot of money, especially when we started and had no idea yesterday. We hoped for $100,000 by noon, by 6 o'clock news yesterday. We surpassed that. We have to keep resetting goals, and our new goal, guess what? $500,000. We're
wow.
going to do it. I mean, and the folks out there with their big hearts have made this possible.
They're donating everything from $1 to $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Here's a $50 pledge from Thelma and Packlet. How about a $1,000 pledge from Lake Lure? Hello, Robert. You know who you are. You ought to feel good about that donation.
Well, we want to talk to Trish Shields now. You're with Spartanburg County 911. You decided to come answer phones for a special reason. You wanted to help out. Tell us why.
Yes, ma'am. The news, just watching the news on the TV has been so heart-wrenching, but also my heart goes out to the emergency response teams in these areas that are unable to get out and help these people due to their vehicles. The police, law enforcement, I understand their vehicles are underwater. The 911 center there was, the dispatchers were told just to go home. So my heart goes out to them as well because they're not able to do their job. And this is just my small token of contribution.
Dire situation down there.
Done that 15 years, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Well, thanks for coming.
All right. Well, you've got the number on the screen. Give us a call if you can. Fred, back to you.
All right, Carrie, Jack, thank you. Now let's check in with Dan one more time.
Great looking day out there. Our humidities have come down, partly to mostly sunny skies. We'll continue to see those temperatures working on up through the 80s in Gaffney and elsewhere in the upstate. We'll see a few upper 80s and even a few 90-degree readings across the area if you've got some evening plans, down into the upper 70s or so by 8 o'clock. Close to 90 tomorrow. Still looking good, though, for the holiday weekend with sunshine and temperatures gradually tailing off into the lower 80s by Labor Day.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, Dan. That's News Channel 7 at noon. We'll be back tonight at 5 and throughout the day as you try to keep those phones ringing. We appreciate it and have a great day.
For the latest news anytime, go to WSPA.com.
On-the-job injuries can happen to anybody. You get hurt at work, and then the insurance company won't pay for your benefits. Who can you call to help with your legal claim? The Harrison Graves Law Firm. Call us right now. Harrison Graves, because bad things happen to good people.
I'm Wesley McClure, Furniture Warehouse Sherman Lyman, the state's largest independent furniture retailer. Come join us as we celebrate the American worker with our Labor Day extravaganza. You'll find the largest tent sale in the Southeast and extraordinary savings in our showrooms. During this sale only, buy this Lane adjustable headrest recliner for $6.99 and we'll give you one just like it for free. Our Labor Day extravaganza going on Thursday through Labor Day. That's Furniture Warehouse showroom in Lyman.
At traditional car dealers, you could spend hours haggling for the same price you get at CarMax the moment you walk in. For a great low price without the hassle, start at CarMax. CarMax, the way car buying should be. How do you want to shop for a used car?
Alone. No, really. Put everything online? Let me shop on my time.
CarMax.com has over 20,000 vehicles, and the price you see, that's the real price. CarMax, the way car buying should be.
Vanilla first left Mexico in the early 1500s on ships headed for Spain. However, it wasn't until 1519 that the Spaniards learned vanilla was more than just a perfume. Mexico continued their vanilla...
If the history of vanilla doesn't put you to sleep, maybe this will. New Tylenol PM and Soothing Vanilla Liquid. Relieves pain, isn't habit-forming, and leaves you refreshed in the morning.
You work for years paying money into Social Security, but when you need it, you're told that you don't qualify for benefits. Who will help you with your legal claims? The Harrison Graves Law Firm. Call us right now, Harrison Graves, because bad things happen to good people.
News Channel 7 and Doctors Care, caring for the Carolinas.
Join music's biggest stars, Fashion Rocks, CBS Friday, September 9th.